Figure 3.4 GradeBook.java. Our first enhancement to the GradeBook class is going to be to modify the display message method so that it actually receives a parameter representing the course name for the given gradebook. Of course, if an instructor is teaching multiple different classes, each individual gradebook should probably have its own course name, and eventually we're going to get to the point of building that into a gradebook object. Initially, however, we're going to start with our modification to the display message method, where we now say that this method receives as a parameter a string which we'll refer to as course name, and thus whoever calls this method will have to pass in an argument representing that course name. At lines 9 and 10, we're going to use a system.out.printf statement to output the string welcome to the gradebook 4, and then we're going to output a new line character to drop to the next line. And notice the %s placeholder here, which represents the place in which we will output the string called course name at line 10. And we will follow that course name with an exclamation point and another new line character. Now, in order to use this class called GradeBook, again, we have to create an object of the class first. Basically, a class is kind of like a blueprint for a house. You can't live in the blueprint, but you can certainly live in a house. But the only way you can do that is for somebody to take the blueprint first and create a house from it. And similarly, before we can interact with an object, we have to take our blueprint, the class definition, and create an object of that class. So once again, we go and create a separate class called GradeBook Test in this example. And we're going to take advantage of the scanner class to read in a string of text that we can use to represent our class name in this example. So the GradeBook Test class contains a main method which is going to start our execution. And inside of main, once we start executing, we're going to create a scanner object that reads data from the standard input stream object system.in. We'll refer to that scanner as input. And at line 15, before we interact with our gradebook, we have to create an instance of class gradebook. So just like we did up here, to create a new scanner object, we now create a new gradebook object. And the parentheses after the word gradebook are required. Eventually, we'll show you how to pass values as initializers into the gradebook class there. We'll refer to our gradebook as myGradebook. At line 18, we prompt the user to enter a course name using the println method of the system.out object. And at line 19, we read in that course name using the input.nextLine expression. Input is our scanner object, and next line says read all of the characters the user types up to but not including when they press the enter key to submit the value into the program. That causes the program to read an entire line of text. When you press enter, that normally inserts a new line character in the input stream. That character gets read and thrown away, and the resulting string gets assigned to the variable course name in our program. We then print out a blank line using println with no arguments, and what this does is it causes system.out to display a new line character. And then finally, down at line 24, we interact with our gradebook object, telling it once again that we'd like it to display its message, but this time we'd like it to use the value of course name as part of that message. Now, when we invoke display message, the program transfers control from here at line 24 over to the gradebook class at line 7, and we receive the course name here in the parameter. We display the message containing the course name, and when that's done, we go back to line 24, and because we're at the end of main, the program then terminates. So let's go ahead and test our new version of this example. Again, we have to compile the example first, so we'll say javac star.java, and you can see now that we have class files for each of our program's classes. And we'll go ahead and run this program as well. So it's now asking me to enter the course name, and let's say we type CS 101 Introduction to Java, and you can see now that the message that was output does indeed include the exact string that we typed followed by the exclamation point, and you can see the blank line between our output and the prompt. That's the extra new line character that we output just after the exclamation point.
Looking to advance your career by acquiring new skills? Tired of expensive off-site training programs? Wish you could learn from the best instructors in the industry? Look no further than live lessons. Self-paced, personal video instruction by the world's leading technology publishers. Each live lesson comes with a DVD featuring 3 to 4 hours of instructor-led classroom training, sample program code that allows you to work along with your personal instructor, and an example-rich study guide. Live lessons allow you to watch the entire course from start to finish, or navigate directly to any of the individual lessons. You'll literally watch over the shoulder of your instructor as he shows you how to build state-of-the-art applications. Live lessons, the power of the world's leading technology experts at your fingertips. To learn more, visit mylivelessons.com today.